And welcome into Layton High School for Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Litster with you. So glad to have you along with us. Game one of many here for our coverage of Copper Hills basketball. So put away football, get ready for basketball. As always, our Rewind Sports Network brought to you and presented by Hymas and Associates. Go to utah.law to find the law office nearest you, as we're going to get a chance to learn a lot about this Copper Hills team. This is a young team, but does return a lot of talent from last year. But it'll be fun to watch a sophomore point guard in Isaiah Reiser and what he's able to do. Then Ashton Howick, also a starter, along with 14. Logan Whitehour. We saw Logan quite a bit last year. Josh Pomerenning. And then it's going to be Kyson Hymas. How much can Kyson Hymas continue to step up? A starter from a year ago. They'll be the leader on the floor for Coach Watkins. And then the Layton Lancers, coached by Coach Kelby Miller, longtime head coach, the state championship head coach. Can have a chance to coach his junior son, KJ Miller. We saw last year as a sophomore, an outstanding player. Mehki Martin, he too a junior, who has been a multiple-year starter. Crew Harrop is a name known very well in these parts of Layton. Number 12, Andrew, don't call me Dowland Watts. And number 11, Elias Parkinson. And again, I want to remind you that the clock you see on the screen is unofficial. We'll have that one started and the basketball season underway here on the Rewind Sports Network. And we'll start first with the Layton Lancers. Go inside to Mehki Martin. Mehki, nice defense there by Whitehour, and on the run now with the Grizzlies. And I feel a little bit of tension in the air tonight with so many starters. Quincy being gone and so many others. And Coach Watkins, as you mentioned, another year, but a lot of talent, some promise. Take the bump and finish there by Howick. And Copper Hills on the board, 2-0. So back down the floor with the Lancers as Parkinson sends to Martin. Here's KJ Miller. Whoa. Able to keep his feet. KJ with the drive past Hymas, and nothing there. And now on the run with the Grizzlies. Whitehour takes the bump, gets the foul. It'll be called, I believe, on the floor. It'll be inbound along the baseline with Copper Hills. Parkinson called for the foul, his first, team's first. Minute into the season. As we go quickly in to Whitehour, sent back up top to Reiser. We'll mention that the shot clock is new in Utah High School basketball. However, I do not see the clocks installed here at Layton. And I'm not watching any of the officials given any type of 35-second clock movement. So I think we're just going to see the guys still move well with the timing. It is a nice job of staying patient in the up and under. As that is Josh Pomerenning with the bucket and his 4-0 Grizzlies. So I'll try to keep track of where we are on buckets to watch that clock go down. And that's how officials are going to try to keep timing on 35 seconds. As Mehki Martin straight away for three. Rattles home the triple. And Mehki Martin is someone really to keep your eye on throughout the year. As I mentioned, a multi-year contributor here for Layton, as he's going to pick up the foul here on the drive from Reiser. Yeah, and the first on Mehki Martin. Again, that clock on the screen is unofficial. 6:03 left in the quarter. We'll try to sync it back up. As inbound in to Hymas. Now Whitehour. Pomerenning rather. Pomerenning back to Howick. Howick cut off, and there's a steal by Martin. Defense after hitting the three here by Mehki. KJ Miller goes back over to Watts. And it's Miller, flat-footed three, won't go, and the rebound taken by Hymas. Kyson, nice find. Pomerenning can't get it to go. Watts able to get there on defense. Remember, in high school basketball, you can slap the backboard if you're going for the block. You don't hit the rim, we're totally fine. So if you're yelling at your phone or whatever device you're watching our stream on, that is why there's no goaltending, is now we have a foul away from the ball as Miller able to draw the contact on Kyson Hymas. His first, team's first.
First team foul on the Grizz.
As Mehki Martin will get this ball in, and Harrop couldn't control it. Tracked down by the Grizzlies and Logan Whitehour. Whitehour step back to Pomerani. Straight away with Howick. Now Reiser. Reiser terminates on the low block, sent back out Whitehour. Whitehour, series of moves, gets the defender off his feet. Parkinson couldn't hold his water and gave up the easy two, and it's 6-3 Grizzlies. Martin, his second three, and he's got all 6 in the first quarter. And we're all tied up off the shooting of Mehki Martin. Hymas, nice drive and finish. And I believe there's some relation Mehki Martin and the Kemps. Remember Jacoby Kemp, who was part of the state championship team with the Blackmans. Harrop +1. What a finish. That's a big boy finish there by Harrop. And he'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. As I was mentioning, that state championship team here for Layton, you had the Blackman brothers, and then you had Jacoby Kemp. Remember, Marcus Kemp was a former wide receiver here at Layton. Also played basketball. Is currently on the active roster for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think there's a family relation there. Jacoby in the stands tonight, as he was here last year as well. And so a lot of fun to be able to cover all those connections over the years here at Layton. As Hymas gets inside there on Harrop, can't finish through the contact there for Hymas. Now back down the floor with Martin. Mehki showed it, took it away, and then thought maybe he'd go finish. He sends back out Parkinson. Cross court, Watts. Off the buckle and the rebound. Taken by Ashton Howick. Kyson back up top to Howick. Howick off the, oh my. They're our first head scratcher of the year. If he's already falling down, I don't know how you charge him. If the defender's already going to the ground and you happen to bump his leg, I don't think you caused him to the floor. I also don't think that you positioned yourself as in defensive position there. First game of the year, we're all learning. We're all knocking some rust off here. We go inside of 3 minutes left in the quarter as another +1 on this end. How about the finish there by Cooper Tullis? And Tullis goes to the line. Looking to extend the lead for the Lancers. And the free throw goes begging, and Watts cannot keep it in bounds. 2:52 left in the quarter. Miles Masuisui, our PA man, he doesn't want to do it. Masuisui coming in for the Grizzlies. Could tell the PA guy didn't want to get it wrong. He just called him Miles. As Hymas comes off the bump. Strong take and finish by Whitehour. Beautifully done there by Logan. We got a fun one here. We expect this game to be close. These are going to be two teams in 6A that are going to compete in the state tournament. They're going to make a run. As a nice strong take, can't get it. Tip it up, no. Hymas comes away with the rebound. And one note we should make for Layton, Mendoza, their outstanding post player, not playing tonight. You see how early in the year he's able to come back for Coach Miller. As they lob that back inside, and Tullis could have come down with it, tried to alley-oop it up and in. And now already set up what that's going to look like. That's two charges that Coach Watkins he's going to have a hard time with. That's number 2 on Kyson Hymas. If you follow our coverage for the last couple of years that we do every Davis game here on the Rewind Sports Network, you've heard me call it the Region 1 Special. And when I mean my Region 1 Special, those are charges near the backboard. I've gotten my way with the shot clock, and now all I need is the restricted area, and I don't know if I'll have much more to complain about. When we first started our coverage in 2005, I begged for 3 officials the first thing along with the shot clock. And shot clock coming in this year. Like I said, restricted area would be the next part of this thing, but beautiful pass inside, but good defense. Miller leaves it for Martin. Doesn't get the 3, tracks down his own board along the baseline. Nice ball fake. Tough pocket pass there, and Masui Sui with the steal. Nice drive by Halleck. Better defense there by Layton. Halleck goes to the deck. They're trying to get that loose ball. Palmerining, I should say. So jump ball, it'll be Layton, or pardon me, Copper Hills basketball. Layton will get it at the quarter if we don't have another one. Makai Martin able to get his hand on that inbound, but here's Masui Sui. Josh Palmerining over to Reiser. Isaiah on the drive. Isaiah fouled on the take. And it'll be, holy Hannah, that is the 3rd team foul. Got 5 team fouls in the first quarter on Copper Hills. That is team foul number 3 on the Lancers. And that'll put Isaiah Reiser at the line for 2. And the young freshman knocks down the first. He follows a pretty good line of guys who played and started as freshmen. Preston Sanchez was a 4-year starter back in the day for Coach Andrew Blanchard. Stockton Shorts also contributed as a freshman. Amongst other players, Talon Alfrey. Or not Talon. But in football mode, way too much. Trevin Alfrey also contributed as a young player as well. And Miller fouled on the 3. That'll put KJ at the line to shoot 3. As I mentioned, KJ Miller Jr., the son of head coach Kelby Miller, was part of the Utah Top 50. In fact, you're going to have a number of players here tonight that were part of the Utah Top 50 during the fall. As KJ knocks both his first 2 down. We got one more. In fact, Isaiah Reiser was part of the top 50 next. So inside of 40 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Isaiah Reiser. Reiser hands back to Masui Sui and throw that one away. Parkinson with it. Masui Sui gets back. Parkinson blocked. Oh, that looked clean. That looked like it was a roof. It'll be 2 free throws. If I'm Coach John Watkins, I'm the exact same way. He beats him to the spot and actually roofed the shot. As you'll notice, we'll do Copper Hills games. This isn't a homer call, folks. We cover the entire state here on Rewind. We provide streaming services to schools, and we do not do homer calls. I won't speak for Alex, other guys. Love Alex Tumup, he's a young broadcaster, he gets excited. But even then, I talked about, hey, we don't do homer calls. That was not a foul. Upon the naked eye look, anyway. I'll give the officials that one out. There's a steal by Miller. Send ahead. Oh, nicely done on the pirouette. And oh, my goodness. Josh Brown got that ball to stay down. 5 seconds left. 2 at the horn, Reiser. And that'll do it for the first quarter. And a strong close to the quarter for Layton. At the end of 1 is the Lancers 18 and the Grizzlies 12. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. And welcome back into Layton High School. Start of the second quarter. Dusty Litster with you here again on Rewind Sports Network, presented by Hymas and Associates. Go to utah.law to get a free consultation. Just let them know the Rewind sent you. A terrific close of the quarter for the Layton Lancers. Took advantage of opportunities as Mehki Martin going to get hit with a travel on that move there. So a turnover to start the quarter. We'll go down the floor with Copper Hills. For Copper Hills, it was a strong start to the ballgame. They were up 11-8. And then it was a 10-1 run to close out the quarter. In the final couple of minutes, is the shot would not drop there for Logan Whitehour. Quickly down the floor. KJ Miller, strong take to the cup, can't finish. Nice follow-up there by Harrop. And for Layton, has been playing through just like that, playing through contact. You had Harrop with the +1. You had Brown also finished through some contact as well. Was the difference there in the quarter, and then a lot of free throws. I mean, we're in the bonus to start the quarter. 17 fouls to Copper Hills. That's now the 4th team foul here on Layton. And the foul goes on Harrop, number 1 on Harrop. It will inbound along the baseline here for the Grizzlies. As Miles Masuisui starting the quarter along with Max Nelson, Reiser, Whitehour. And then we just had a bench warning here on Copper Hills. And now a technical to John Watkins. That is the most calm technical foul in the history of technical fouls. Got warned. He had a frustration about the inbound. And after the warning, a quick whistle, technical foul, and it'll be Layton shooting 2 and getting the ball. No stomping of the feet. No overly loud gestures. And KJ splits the pair, and it'll be Lancer basketball near side. But on top of that is the 8th team foul on Copper Hills. So you only have one more 1-on-1 situation with the Lancers. Parkinson up top to Brown. Watts goes inside to Harrop. Faces up on Masuisui. Sends out to Miller. Cannot get that one to drop. That ball kept alive. Parkinson had a pop out of his hand. Brown hits the deck, and it'll be Brown going to the free throw line, and that is the 9th team foul on Layton. But Coach Watkins can't get too animated, and he'll be gone in game number 1. And he can't go Norman Dale. This isn't a movie. He'd be out of the next game, too. And I don't think Shooter, well, Brian Alfree's Shooter. Brian Alfree could get in there and coach him up. So for Copper Hills, can they stop the bleeding here and get going offensively? Reiser sends it out. Josh Palmerenning terminates. Tries to find that inside to Hymas. Kyson back to Palmerenning on the short pass. Palmerenning can't finish. Hymas knocked that ball loose, and now Layton getting the feel of the whistle on that one as KJ Miller picks up the little touch foul there on the extra opportunity. I will say that Hymas took a chance to pick up foul number 3 to knock that ball loose. As it is a 10-point lead for Layton. Strong take and whistles, and it'll put Copper Hills at the line. That'll be Miles Masuisui. So Miles Masuisui goes to the line for 2 free throws. Miles, a junior, a lefty free throw won't go. As Mehki Martin comes back on for Watts. I'm taking a stab. The Watts is related to Dallin Watts, a former multi-year starter here for Coach Miller. I mean, there's some mannerisms that are just part of your DNA. And then we're at number 12 as well. I mean, dead ringer, that's a relation. Drop it in to Martin. Baseline J will go. The first non-3 for Mehki Martin. As you were here in the first quarter, I expect big things out of Mehki. As Reiser forces the issue, draws the foul on Harrop. It'll be Isaiah Reiser to go on the line for 2 free throws. The 6A classification is going to be very, very interesting. Strong start of the year. Corner Canyon come out of the box today against Bingham and absolutely took it to them. And Corner Canyon is a runner-up from a year ago. American Fork graduated a ton of talent for Coach Ryan Cuff, and be interesting to see what Coach Cuff's team looks like, not just in the early part of the year, because if you learned anything about last year, they were the 12 seed, and what it will look like throughout the season as they figure things out. Lone Peak graduated graduated talent, but also bring back a lot of talent. Chamberlain Burgess is back, so we'll find out what Lone Peak's about. Coach Gardner graduated a lot of talent at Sky Ridge, so we'll learn there. But here in Region 1, we'll learn a lot as KJ Miller long on the 3. But Weber's got some players. Fremont has Hanson amongst the others for Coach Corey Mullaney. As that ball is stolen by Masui Sui. And then a travel. Remember, he can go from hip to hip. They're saying he had control of the ball as he hit the deck. So quickly inbounded here for Layton. But Syracuse is a team that I know Dane Stewart and I both think are going to be really, really good here in 6A. As Brown underneath able to get that one to stay down. And Josh Brown now with 5 points. Unofficially. And now about Parkinson getting to the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow will stay here with Copper Hills. But Davis graduated so much talent. And, of course, Farmington graduating Colin Chandler. And we'll see what Farmington has with Coach Casey Walkenhurst. Paul Beatty. And a lot of other players do not have to prove themselves as Mehki Martin deflects that ball. Oh, Brown lost the handle. Miller down the baseline, no. Loose ball in the hands of Reiser. Reiser with Pomeranian on his left. Give it up to Pomeranian, blocked away. And he was out of bounds. He did not reestablish himself back in. Love the hustle. But his foot was out on the line, did not get both down to Cooper Tullis. And we'll inbound along the baseline. Good catch by the official. We'll make sure we'll even that part out too. Pomeranian into Reiser. Fall away, baseline, won't go on the Larry Bird baseline J. And kids, you know what I'm talking about, go look it up. Nice find inside, Tullis takes the bump, gets the 2. The hoop and the harm here for Layton. Coach Miller going to be pleased with the defense. We mentioned it was 11-8 late in the first quarter. Since that point, a 20-4 run for the Lancers. As a 30-second timeout taken. And we'll come back in as Tullis at the line will shoot 2 free throws. Oh, pardon me. Had the 1. It was a +1. So I misspoke there. 13-point advantage for Layton. Can Copper Hills close out the half as Parkinson, nice job on the trap, sending quickly ahead to Tullis. Hymas can't get the block as Tullis lays that up and in. And doubling up now, Layton up 30-15. Cross court, Kyson, hand back to Masui Sui. Miles cross court, Isaiah. Reiser up top, Miles back over to the freshman in the corner, Hymas. Side to side on the zone to open this thing up, but Hymas stuck in the corner. Martin hits the deck and a steal. Tullis knocked that ball loose. Parkinson to Tullis. Here comes Brown. Oh, and now the steal to Whitehour, who lays it up and in. Thank goodness we're doing a stream and not a radio call. Lightheaded either way. So Parkinson will slow things down. Up top to Mehki Martin. KJ short on the three, the rebound. Pulled down by Palmer Renning. Riser to the corner, Miles Masuisui. Cut off by Miller, up top to Hymas. Kyson got those 2 early fouls. His beautiful pass inside, and Palmer Renning was going up before he made the catch. And it's a turnover. As Martin will walk things up. Miller had that one poked away by Whitehour, but back with Martin. Off the screen of Tullis. Mehki lost the handle. Palmer Renning. Give it up to Whitehour. Whitehour pirouette in the lane. Nice patience there by Whitehour, and that's 4 points out of the timeout for Whitehour. I believe it got him unofficially with 6 on the evening. So 30-19 as we dip under 2 minutes. Remaining in the half. Martin, third 3 of the half. Mehki has picked his spots. Remember, he had the first 6 points tonight off of 2 threes on the quick start for Copper Hills as Ricer with a move. How about the freshman? He is a cousin of that Ricer family that we'll learn so much more about throughout the year. That ball out of bounds off of Kyson Hymas. That's where if you were at Copper Hills right now in the den, you'd be hearing he's a freshman chant, but a small contingent of sophomore basketball players hanging out up top across the way from us. As Mehki will walk up to the top of the key. Brady Cooper checked in. Back to Martin. Mehki goes inside to KJ Miller, blocked away by Palmer Renning, and out of bounds off Copper Hills. And Martin will inbound. Into Parkinson. Mehki looking for number 4. Is on line, lips out of bounds off of Copper Hills. As no time came off the clock here, folks. I mean, it was 1:05 when they inbounded for that 3. No time ran off as they inbound into Tullis. I mean, that's 10 free seconds. All of us are just getting off of football mode. Into the corner. 3 from Whitehour. Won't go. Rebound taken by Tullis. Nice job there by Miles Masuisui. Even saved it off of him. Oh, that was a nice play by the young junior. Had it, went off around the back, off his hip. And Burden Jordan didn't try that in the old famous McDonald's horse commercials. Riser to the corner. Hymas off on the 3, tipped up and in by Palmer Renning. And it's not jump 21, so just add the points and they're not falling back. 35-23. So we go inside of the shot clock. So shot clock's off inside of 20 seconds. Got to get used to saying that. Parkinson has back to Martin with 10. Mehki off the screen of Tullis. Oh, that deflected in the hands of KJ Miller. Off on the 3. Hymas with the board. They'll count if it goes. And that'll do it for the first half of the season. The Lancers use a strong end of the first quarter to build a lead. And it's Layton 35, Copper Hills 23 at the end of the first half. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. And welcome back in. Dusty Litster with you here on Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. A strong first half for Layton High School. As they've got a 12-point lead as they will start with the basketball as go inside to KJ Miller. As it's Miller, Harrop, Martin, Parkinson, and Watts. The starting five for the Lancers. Martin sends out to Miller. And KJ not been able to find the bottom of the bucket from the outside. Misses on that three. Come back quickly. Here's Hymas. As Hymas bumped along the baseline, that foul will go to Miller. As team fouls and everything will reset. So that's team foul number 1. Number 2 on KJ. As it is Palmer Enning, Hymas, Howick, Reiser, and Whitehour starting out for Coach Watkins. As they go inside to Reiser. Reiser drops that one in. Whitehour nicely done along that low block. And it's a 10-point game. It was a fast start for Copper Hills. A great end of the first quarter for Layton. It's really pushed us up as they have finished like this through contact. Parkinson able to finish through that one. Does not get the hoop in the horn, but back up to a 12-point advantage. And for Copper Hills, got into some foul trouble. Coach Watkins even picked up a technical foul as well, heading to the locker room. As going to hit Whitehour with the travel on the contact and no foul, but get him with the travel. As our clocks are synced up inside of 6:50 left. KJ Miller. And no, I thought maybe he'd have a whistle. I think a good no call here. So maybe let him play a little bit here in the second half. As Palmer Enning on the angle with KJ. Palmer Enning got past him. Sent out to Reiser and Isaiah all the way to the rim. Second bucket for the freshman. As Mehki Martin up the floor. His older brother found out the connection to Kemp's. His older brother, Marcus. Hope you're enjoying it as Watts knocks down the three. As a Raider fan, I still get excited when I see 85 on the field. I will say that. There's a travel. Oh, no, got a foul first. So foul on the Lancers. Coach Miller can't believe it. Coach Watkins hasn't even left his seat yet. So 6:04 remaining. We got our clock synced up. Just make sure you know that. Remember that clock on the screen is unofficial. As we dip under 6 minutes left, Palmer Enning sends to the corner. And Whitehour going to get hit with a charge. I mean, you learn with officials, just like the zone read and the edge defenders, put them in conflict and make them make a decision. And we see it a lot tonight. And still haven't got a feel for what we're going to see. Right now it's been when in doubt, hit with the charge is Martin. Can't get that one to go. We're going to have over the, well, sorry, there is no such thing as over the back. Loose ball foul on the rebound. I learned that from officials years ago. Try to make sure to share that. There is no such thing as over the back. It's a loose ball foul. So foul on the rebound. As it is a 13-point advantage for Layton. Three on the way and good for Ashton Howick. And a welcome sign for Coach Watkins and the Grizzlies. Watts cross court to Brown. Up top, Mehki Martin. Now Parkinson was looking inside to Harrop. Harrop working on Howick, faces up. 20 goes to work in the key. Little jumper, or pardon me, the hook shot would not drop. Now on the push, here comes Reiser. That lane opened up. The freshman went right to it. And the foul on the shot. We'll see if they, well, it's got to be on the shot. So 2 free throws coming to the freshman. So Isaiah Reiser, goal line for the 2 free throws. And misses his first. Now Layton is a rarity. I learned about the shot clocks. Some of the schools haven't got the shot clocks yet because of a supply chain issue. Stop me if you've heard that in the last 2 years. And then others, if they've gotten them, they haven't been able to install them yet, which is why we don't have the shot clock here at Layton. Want to cite Patrick Carr on that one, the great Examiner writer, as Martin goes coast to coast. And it's an 11-point advantage. The three from Whitehour. Saw him do that a year ago. And now the outside shot maybe can start dropping for Copper Hills. Martin had 3 in the first half as he sends that one to the corner. Brown for 3. Exchanging 3-point buckets. And 11-point lead for Layton. Reiser. Oh, what a pass. Pomeranian lays that one up and in. I didn't know if he's going to be able to get it to him. And the freshman able to contort his body and get that ball to Pomeranian for the easy 2. Parkinson back out to Watts. Watts takes the bump, floater won't go, rebound to Hymas. Kyson coming the other way. I don't have him with a bucket yet. Hymas with a block. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Got around him. Thought Martin might pick that one up. If you had the restricted area, it's an easier call. Remember, no restricted area, can't call it that way. I've been told so many times by many officials across the state. As we get to the state tournaments, Courtney Littledyke gives me guff because I get frustrated about not using it when it's in front of you. As that first free throw is good here from Hymas. Kyson, one of the returning starters, the lone returning starter from a year ago. And hits the second free throw. We got 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Took him out of rhythm to start tonight. As Parkinson gets in the lane, can't get it. And a rebound to Masuisui. Fall away, now it's blocked. Actually done there by Tolis. As the lead that was once 15 is down to 7. Coach Miller, they had a wide open 2 for Tolis, couldn't get him the basketball. Martin pulls for 3 and hits. Mehki Martin, 4 threes on the evening. And with 3:03 left in the third, it's a 10-point lead. So I apologize for the issues we got with our spots not running, but welcome back in. Dusty Lister with you. I think we're just going to keep it right here, and we'll just mute out the sound during breaks. 10-point lead for Layton on Copper Hills. As Hymas goes to Reiser. Nice hands there by Martin. Isaiah being hounded. And it's Watts coming away with the ball. Give it up to Martin. And Mehki Martin met at the rim. Can't get it. The putback by Brown is there. What can Brown do for you? He follows up and gets some buckets tonight. Is Hymas inside, lost the handle. Sent ahead to Watts. Pomeranian giving chase and a block. Brown inside and he's fouled. How about Pomeranian giving the effort, getting the block, but once again, Brown running his lane, getting up the court, gets another offensive rebound. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. It's not quite clear in the movie Hoosiers what shooter means. Like, hey, don't get caught watching the paint dry, other than I think just don't get caught watching what happens. And you've seen tonight Brown not getting caught watching the paint dry as he's moved well without the ball, and as another hustle bucket as he hit both free throws. So back to a 14-point advantage, got down to 7. Reiser sent out the Hymas, nicely done to the corner. Masuisui for 3. As we go under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Martin to Watts, looking for his second 3 of the quarter, and it's short. Brown with another offensive board. Tolis can't get the handle on it, sends back up top to Martin. Gonna go 4 low, let Martin work. Steps into a 3, short. Tolis with another offensive rebound. Howick couldn't come up with that steal. Oh, nice pass from Martin. Brown down low, left it too strong off the window. And the rebound to Hymas. Kyson to Masuisui, over to Reiser. Pomeranian fouled on the shot, and that will put Josh Pomeranian, the senior, at the line for 2 free throws. And a chance to get this game back to a single-digit deficit. First free throws tonight for number 11. Knocks down the first.
Checking in for the Grizz is number 20, Max Nelson.
Pomeranian can't get the second. Watts saves it in to Brown. Clock did start. It's down to 50 seconds. We'll get the clocks resynced up here in a moment. Watts on the take, and then the foul to Masuisui. As well, get this synced up at 47 seconds.
Foul call on number 10, Mile. That's his second, third team foul.
So to the line is Watts. And that is the third team foul on the Grizzlies in the second half. As Watts will get 2. Knocks down the first. 4 points in the quarter here for Watts. Andrew, a senior for Coach Kelby Miller, knocks both of them down. Nice passer. Masuisui couldn't handle it. Let's say out of bounds off of Layton. 39 seconds left. Into Hymas. Kyson takes the bump, gets a foul, and get this, Copper Hills will be in the bonus. Remember at the end of the first quarter, it was 17 fouls to 3 the other way around. It was 17 fouls on Copper Hills. As we'll head to the final frame, Copper Hills will be in the bonus the entire quarter as Hymas knocks down the first. Got them both. 54-44 our score. And there's a steal by Pomeranian. And Watts, ooh, he thought it went off of Pomeranian's leg. Mr. Official did not agree. As Whitehour and Howick will come on the floor for Masuisui and Max Nelson. Watts comes out to put on pressure on Hymas. Kyson to the corner. Whitehour up to Reiser. Isaiah to Whitehour into the corner. Kyson Hymas. Nice pass to Pomeranian. Sends to the corner. 3 from Howick. Lips out. Rebound off the hands of Copper Hills. It'll be Layton ball. With just about a little over 5 seconds left in the quarter. As Masuisui and Nelson come back on for Whitehour and Howick. More than enough time to do more than the Christian Leitner play to close out the quarter. As Mehki Martin will bring it up the floor. 3 seconds, 2 seconds at the horn. And that'll do it for the third. We go to the fourth quarter, and it's Layton 54, Copper Hills 44. Game 1 of the basketball season right here on the Rewind Sports Network. We'll be right back. Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Lister with you here, and a 10-point advantage for Layton. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. We got Copper Hills basketball all year long here on KSLSports.com. Danes at Davis and Bonneville. This will be in our third year with the Davis Darts. We'll also have Skyridge, Lone Peak, boys and girls basketball this year. And maybe a couple others we're working out. Oh, Reiser got stuck in the air, but did get off the Whitehour. Howick for 3. Won't go and goes out of bounds. So a 10-point advantage For the Lancers, with 7:23 left in the final frame. It was a 15-point lead at one point for Layton. Went down to 7, and then Layton pushed it back up to 14. Remember, shot clock is in effect here in the state of Utah, though we don't have them here at Layton High. But the teams have played with great pace. It feels much different than years past. Hymas got to that ball, and they're going to have a foul on the contact on the shot. See if it goes on Hymas. If it's on him, it's his third, and it is. So I mentioned Marcus Kemp. I know was watching the stream. His dad confirmed that. He'll remember how slow basketball was 10 years ago here in the state of Utah, unless it was Lone Peak. You did get caught watching the paint dry, especially at the end of quarters, as Miller misses the first. Even Britton Covey, the fastest man in the history of the state of Utah, played the Craig Drury double horns basketball, which I've never understood. We're just naming all kinds of basketball wide receivers that played basketball in the state who are in the NFL. Outside, nice ball movement to the corner. Wide Hour sends back up top to Hymas. And the distinction here at Layton is that this is one of the oldest gyms left in the state. As there's a block to Parkinson, and the loose ball taken by Watts. Up the floor now with Martin. And why I say that is it's one of the shortest courts left in the state. As Martin can't get that one, Parkinson with another offensive rebound. This court here at Layton and then at Highland are the two shortest courts left in the state, except for maybe Cypress might be the oldest gym left in the state of Utah, and they will have a new gym next year, I believe. Parkinson wide on the mark and the rebound. Taken by White Hour on the push. White Hour to the rim. Yeah, give him the block. +1. Not getting the Region 1 special there. Love the effort there from Parkinson, but when you're underneath the rim, that's a block. I don't care what the rule book says. That was why they came out the halo in the NBA. For that exact reason. You'd have guys like Robert Ory camping underneath the hoop, or Mario Ellie. Actually, how about this? Vernon Maxwell used to do that. Hope he tweets at me. Does not get that one. Does White Hour. Parkinson with the board. Miller cannot get the three to drop tonight. Been online for KJ. Just can't find the bottom of the rim. Here comes Copper Hills, trailing by 9. Hymas sends to the corner. Rotate up to Reiser. Isaiah down the lane, takes the bump, gets the foul, and it'll be foul to Watts. It'll be free throws here for Reiser.
That's his fourth. 9th team foul. At the free throw line is number 2, Isaiah Reiser.
As Reiser hits the first.
Checking in for the Lancers, number 3, Josh Brown, number 25, Cooper Tullis.
And Tullis comes back on as Parkinson and Watts come off the floor. As Brown comes back on as well. He's been an offensive rebounding machine, has Brown. Gotta be the younger brother of a Brown that was here just a couple years ago. Haven't been able to confirm that yet. Is Harrop hands off to Martin. Harrop up top, drives, sends out to the corner, and the block called here on Howick.
Foul call on number 0, Ashton Hart. That's his 4th, 15 foul.
Timeout. So out of the full timeout, Layton basketball. Harrop on the take, won't crawl in, and the rebound to Palmer Renning, and it'll be 1-on-1 free throws, well, actually double bonus free throws. As that foul goes on Harrop, it'll be 2 free throws here for Palmer Renning. 10th team foul on the Lancers. There's 5 team fouls on Copper Hills. Important down the stretch, talking about stopping the clock, getting a chance to get the ball back on 1-on-1s, which I hope is a rule that never changes. in high school basketball is the one-on-one free throws. There's been conversations about getting rid of it, as that free throw is no good. They've even talked about getting rid of it in college basketball, and I have the same stance. Hope they keep him around. Harrop comes off the floor. Paul Moretti missed the first. Misses them both, and then with a lane violation. And we'll get one more free throw. Remember, cannot enter the lane till the ball hits the rim. Martin does a really smart thing. Watch the right before he gets rid of the ball. At least he did it in the third quarter. Did not do it here. Saw him kind of give that kind of an early squat move with his arms in the lane. Thought that was a smart play earlier. 55-49. We're going to match what's in the arena. Loose ball picked up by Reiser. And now a bench warning on Kelby Miller. If Kelby learned from the first half of John Watkins, just lay back, Kelby. Known him for a long time, I'm sure. I shot some free throws with Kelby Miller when he was at CEU in his younger days, and when I'm my much younger days. His three in the corner does not go. Whitehour gets back up to get his own board. Drive the base, floated up, and rattles home. How about this? A 4-point game. With 4.5 to go, what a way to kick off our year here on the Rewind Sports Network. AJ just barely able to get that over to Brown. Martin, Miller on the drive on Howick. Floated up, crawls off. Loose ball. Oh, they say stay here with Layton. Mehki will trigger in. Does to Tolis. And now a foul will be charged to Kyson Hymas. Good call. Thought he got him. 4:07 on the clock officially. We'll get that synced up, so don't get worried when you see it not move here for a couple of bounces of the basketball. Miller out here with Hymas. Comes off the screen of Tolis. Got stuck in the air. How about the long arms of Tolis able to get to that? Little hook shot won't go, and the rebound to Whitehour. Chance to cut it down to a one-possession game. 3:45 on a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. Trailed by as many as 15. Howick. The three goes, hits the iron, and comes back down, and it's a one-point game. 55-54. Mehki floated, and he's fouled. You'll know, even though this is Grizzly basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, we want good games. There's nothing more fun than calling fun, close ball games. As Martin misses on the first. And of course, this coming off of the 5A state championship football game, went to triple overtime. If you haven't seen those interviews yet, go check it out. Our recaps went up for all 7 state championships in the state of Utah today. And Martin splits the pair. So 2-point lead, 56-54. Layton leads. Reiser, the freshman, for the tie. Left it short. Whitehour didn't crowd the rebound into the hands of Mehki Martin. We go up 2, looking to get up 2 scores. Mehki leading score tonight for the Layton Lancers. It's either he or Brown. In the lane, Mehki to the cup. Can't get it. Harrop's put back, no. Got his own board blocked by Hymas. And they're going to say with the body. And that is number 4 on Hymas. Yes, same body contact, not on the swing. No, they call on Whitehour, not on Hymas. Number 4 on Whitehour. So the left-handed Harrop to the line. And the free throw no good. Got one more. Splits the pair. 2:45 on a rolling clock in the fourth quarter. The freshman, Isaiah Reiser. He, Whitehour, Howick, Hymas. And Palmerini on the floor. Floater won't go for Howick, sends back up to Whitehour. Second chance here for the Grizzlies. No call on anything there. They've been calling that all night as Hymas down the lane. That's a block and one. Not only was he not in position, he was already falling down. Got it in the first quarter, did not get it in the biggest moment of the night. And Hymas with a chance to tie the game at 57. That was London Bridges falling down and one. So Watts off the floor with number 5. Coach Miller's got to be smart. He already has a warning. Remember in the first half, Watkins picked up the technical foul after a bench warning almost like 15 seconds later. So Coach Miller had to be restrained on the sideline. He was frustrated about the call. I think it was the correct call. Block charge is the most infuriating call in all basketball. So Hymas with a chance to tie the game, and does. 57 all. .205 on a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. Over to Mehki Martin. Now Brown, and back to Miller. Been a tough night from the floor for KJ as the timeout taken by Coach Kelby Miller. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. We got 1:52 left in the fourth quarter, and a memorable game one of the year for both Copper Hills and Layton. Quickly inbound into Harrop. Sends back up top to Parkinson. 57 all. Been a fun one tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. Up top, Brown on the drive. Or Miller, rather. KJ Miller. Been a tough night from the floor, but in the biggest moment gets to the rim. Hooping the horn, count the bucket. Looking to make it a three-point game. His shot has been online tonight, just has not fallen. But in a key moment, puts the ball on the floor, gets to the rim, and finishes through the contact. And now a chance to make it a three-point lead for the Lancers. And does. It come easy. That's that kind of night for KJ. There'll be easier nights from the floor from the outstanding junior than tonight. So it's trailed all night long, essentially, since the end of the first quarter. Copper Hills has not led since it was 11-9. And now a timeout to Coach Watkins. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Rewind Sports Network. We'll be right back. 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Copper Hills ball trailing by 3. There's been a multitude of guys. Reiser's had his moments. Whitehour and Kyson Hymas. You got to imagine this ball's going to end up in the hands of 35. Don't need the 3 if you're the Grizzlies. Whitehour goes at Brown. Working on the baseline. Reverses and is fouled by Brown. And it'll be free throws for Whitehour. With 1:09 left in the fourth. And I'm thinking it's got to be Talmadge Brown's younger brother. But it is number 1 on Brown. There's a free throw rattled home. And a chance to make it a 1-point game. And he got them both. So Masui Sui will come back on offense, defense. Whitehour with 4 personal fouls. Going to bring on the junior, Masui Sui. Easily broken here on the half-court trap. Here's Martin with the freshman on him. Mehki with the blow-by. Oh, what a reverse and score! What a take and make by Mehki Martin. A family athlete, and he shows it there. Blows by the freshman. And man, that was pretty. That looked like Julian Blackman when Julian was here. Julian or Jerice. I apologize to Marcus and also Jacoby, but Jacoby was getting a lob there. But that looked like Julian Blackman in his young days here as a point guard for the Layton Lancers. What a beautiful take and make. 50 seconds to go in a 3-point game. Get a reminder to go to utah.law, get a free law assessment from Heidemann and Associates. Just let them know that Rewind sent you. Justin Heidemann, an old friend, does amazing work. There's no one that Dane goes to him. Dane set up all of his family trust, all kinds of stuff through Justin Heidemann, as well as He's helped so many people that I know. Go to Heidemann Associates, utah.law. Do the free law assessment. 3-point ball game again. Do not have to hunt for the three if you are Copper Hills. Had Hymas there for a moment. Reiser gets it back out. Palmer-Renning now up top to Whitehour. Hymas put it on the floor. Hymas to the rim and lays it in. Again, the patience pays off by Copper Hills, not chasing the long ball. And there's 28 seconds to go. And a 38-second timeout. Again, gives me a chance to remind you to have a terrific Thanksgiving holiday. Look out for our recap video came out today. We go through all 7 state championships. You have the interview with Coach Barry from Desert Hills that we did on the pregame show on Friday. Also look out for our polls. Going to be coming out of our award show. The Rewinds Football Award Show will be coming out. Awards for 6A and 5A offensive and defensive players of the year. Most unheralded player of the year, coach of the year. And then also, Mr. Rewind will not have a poll. Dane and I will select that with our poll of experts. Again, so check out those polls coming out during this Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope you are all happy, healthy, and safe, and enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. A terrific sports weekend as well. So easy inbound here to KJ Miller. Quick up the floor. I think got to foul Harrop. Get the ball in the hands of Mehki Martin. Mehki over to Brown. That's a tough foul to give as they had the foul on Harrop. Give that up to Brown. Brown's been a good free throw shooter tonight. So number 2 on Isaiah Reiser. As Brown will go to the line. As I mentioned, he's been good from the stripe tonight. Been outstanding hustling here, the senior. That's on me. Not on purpose either. Brown does not do the first. He's got one more. Chance to make it a 2-point game. And goes 1 for 2. Here we go. 15 seconds left. Hymas at Harrop. We're tied at 63. 3 seconds, or probably 5 seconds. Parkinson back to Martin. 2. Martin at the horn. Stripped away. No call. We're going to overtime. Let them settle it in the extra frame. A tough no call, but okay where it goes. Coach Watkins wants a loose ball foul with no time here for Reiser. But no whistles. We are going to OT in game 1. 63 all. We'll be right back. 4-minute overtime. Dusty Lister with you as Copper Hills trailed by 15 points at one point, down by 14 in the second half. Able to come back. It was Hymas with the layup to force overtime. 63 all here in game number 1 of the season. Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. So glad you're along with us, getting your Thanksgiving weekend kicked off right. Just the way we ended football season, we go to OT as Martin reverses and scores. Beautiful take and make by Mehki Martin. Here's the freshman, Reiser. Played really well tonight. Sends over to Howick. Back to Isaiah into the corner. They were setting up that pass to the corner. Howick able to hold off on that one. Remember, no shot clock in the building. I don't think they're timing it out either. Haven't had a chance to tonight. They've actually played crisp basketball, both teams. Howick for 3. Lips out, rebound to Whitehour, goes back up and is fouled by Martin on the putback. Caught him on the elbow. It'll be Whitehour going the line, looking to tie the game. Number 4 on Mehki. And we'll see if Masuisu will come in on the free throws. And Logan hits the first. Hurt. And Masuisu set to check in on the make. As Whitehour might make them both, and Masuisu will come on. Remember, Whitehour 4 personal fouls. So Masuisu will draw Mehki Martin on defense. 2 juniors. Up top, Miller. KJ to the rim, and 1! We mentioned it's been a tough night from the floor, but his last 2 takes have been outstanding, +1s for KJ Miller. I believe the foul went on Isaiah Reiser. If it is, I believe it was number 3. As KJ hits a free throw. 68-65. Into the corner. Whitehour. Oh, Hymas. Extra pass to Howick. Hymas, nearly lost the handle. Sends out Whitehour for the lead. Short. Thought he'd get the foul call. Did not. As Harrop gets up the floor to Parkinson. 2:20 left in OT. And again, we're going to find out about the shot clock stuff, because years past, it'll eat it up, as it'll be an easy 2 for Harrop. And a 5-point lead for Layton. Roll right to the rim, nobody home. Hymas put on the floor, gets the ball back off the loose ball and lays it in. Layton fans wanted a charge, did not get it. 3-point game. And back to Miller. KJ worked well off the dribble, going to do it again. Pass Pomerantz, leaves it for Parkinson. And back out to Mehki Martin. Will reset the offense. Minute and a half left. Mehki down the lane. And another layup for Mehki Martin. And the lead back up to 5. Two timeouts left for Copper Hills, 3 for Layton. As Whitehour into the corner to Howick. Gets it back out to Logan. Pump the 3, drive hard to the lane. No call on the contact, which has been nearly guaranteed in the second half. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 1:06 left in OT in a 3-point game. It's out of the timeout. 1 timeout left for Copper Hills. As Miller, that was a dangerous pass, but Hymas could not get back to it. Harrop back to Mehki Martin. Mehki again off the dribble. Send to the corner, and Brown going to hold off on pulling the trigger. Oh, man, yeah. Coach Miller, long-time head coach, calmly calls a timeout with 48 seconds left. So full timeout. We'll dip back out. We'll be right back. 48 seconds left. It'll be Layton basketball. 2 timeouts remaining for the Lancers. 1 timeout left for Copper Hills. Into Brown, and now the foul. We'll see this goes on. He'll be on Reiser. Number 4 on Isaiah. And to the line goes Brown, who split his last pair. And thought he's been a good free throw shooter tonight. You talk about the 1 miss, what have you. But I think he wanted to force that ball in the hands of 20. But Brown calmly hits number 1. And rattles home number 2. Back to a 5-point lead. Hymas goes back out to Reiser. Isaiah sends out Howick into the corner. Palmer Renning. Good defense by Parkinson. Howick. Man. Howick able to keep his foot. Drives. Too strong off the window. And the rebound to Brown. And jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Copper Hills. Preston, the intern, accidentally clicked the button there. We'll get that one fixed. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Miller. 21.5 left. Here in game number one, remind you here on our Rewind Sports Network coverage, mentioned we have all the Copper Hills games, Davis, Lone Peak boys and girls, Skyridge boys. We have the Holiday Hoop Fest coming up. It is not to be confused with the Fight for the Fight Hoop Fest that kicked off tonight down at PG. This is at Lehigh. December 9th and 10th, boys and girls basketball games. Duncanville. The Duncanville Panthers, who were the #1 team in the nation, probably will be #1 at the end of this week if they win, because Montverde went down tonight at Pleasant Grove High School. Team from Arizona knocked them off. And remember last year we had Duncanville at the Holiday Hoop Fest. They were the #1 team in the nation. AF battled them out really, really well. Led in the fourth quarter to the AF. The eventual state champion here in the state. So here we go, 21.5 seconds left. 2-possession lead. Inbound to Howick. That was short. Good defense by Parkinson. Stop me if I've said that tonight. 18 seconds left. Palmer Renning inbounds into Hymas, who lays that one easily up and in. 16.2 left. Final timeout for Copper Hills in a 3-point game. Coach's timeout, full timeout. We'll go with them. We'll be right back. 16 seconds left in overtime. 74-71. The lead for Layton. Parkinson gets that into Harrop. Back to Parkinson on the run out to Brown. And now finally the foul to Brown. And the free throw is coming back to the senior who's been good from the line, Josh Brown. 3 of his last 4. Hit #1. Back to a 2-possession game with 10 seconds and no timeouts. That essentially ices the game right there. Commits this when you take out the 4-point play. But if you're Layton, there's no reason to play any defense here. Up 2 scores, 10 seconds, no way to stop the clock. Reiser loses his footing. That's out of bounds off of Harrop. We'll stay here with 5.3 left. And it's going to be an exciting Game 1 win for Layton as that ball goes into Howick for 3s. He got it. No way to stop the clock. And they'll have to inbound it. And it's Layton with a 76-74 win on Game 1 over Copper Hills. Grizzlies showed a lot of grit and fight. All the things I think we're going to learn about this Grizzly basketball team you saw on display tonight. At no point tonight did you feel like the Grizzlies were out of the ball game. Down 15 points in the first half, down 14 in the second half, come back to force overtime. All the things that Coach Watkins wants to learn about this team, he learned tonight. For the Layton Lancers, I think this is a team we're going to see compete in Region 1 that's going to be very competitive. And we get to the 6A state tournament. These are 2 teams that could be matched up in the quarterfinals. Could be or second round. Could be a lot of fun. We can see this matchup once again. Again, the final score, Layton 76, Copper Hills 74. Our Heidemann and Associates Player of the Game. I'm going to go with Mehki Martin. Thought he was the difference in the game tonight with Layton. Could say Brown. I thought he hustled, made the free throws, but Martin made the plays on the dribble. Thought he was outstanding. On the Copper Hills side, man, I might go Reiser. I thought Reiser played really well here at White Hour, but I'm going to go with the young freshman. Thought he played outstanding basketball tonight. Was a reason when they could come back, played well beyond his years as a freshman. But again, our final score, Layton 76, Copper Hills 74. Game 1 of our coverage of the Copper Hills Grizzlies on the Rewind Sports Network. For Austin Bigelow, I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays as we enter the best time of the year. So long from Layton High.